Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and really any placement you might have. Sagittarius, this is your Mars and Aries reading. So Mars entered Aries back on June 27th and it's going to stay here until January 6th, 2021. This is an extraordinarily long time for Mars to stay in any given planet, and especially its home zodiac sign of Aries. The reason is that it's going to go retrograde on September 9th through November 13th. So we have to be aware that we might feel our efforts suddenly stall, or we might run into conflict and frustrations around that time. But we don't need to focus on that just yet, okay? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So a little background information on Mars. It's the powerful planet of passion and drive, and it's going to be spending 6 months in its home sign of Aries, so where it's very happy and where it burns very brightly. When this happens, we see a great deal of momentum build and our lives are pumped full of energy. And now that Mercury has gone direct, we can harness this energy to not only burn brightly ourselves, but pursue our personal goals, our ambitions, and our independence. This is also really aggressive energy that's going to push us to go after who or what we want impulsively without thinking twice. So that's something to keep in mind. All right, Sag, so let's go ahead and jump into this reading. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and spirit guides to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear for Sagittarius. What messages do we have for Sagittarius for this Mars and Aries reading? Messages for Sagittarius. In your fellow fire sign energy. And I've got here the Emperor overseeing and giving authority to these messages. 7 of Swords. 9 of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Page of Wands. Some of you, this might have to do with your children or younger energies, if you're in a relationship with somebody who's younger, or even something that you consider your baby, a job or a creative project. Maybe you have your own business. Ace of Cups, nice energy here. And you get the Knight of Wands. Yep, you guys are pushing forward, Sag. All right, overall energy, nice. I love to see it in the reverse. You get the 3 of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. This is about healing, though. This is heartbreak. This is sadness. This is sorrow. This can be betrayal. This can be something that goes back to our childhood, how we learned to love from the original relationship, our parents. We have mother, father, child. It can also go back into past lives. So it's a deep pain or wound that is being healed. So I really like that energy for you guys. You guys are showing up though as the 7 of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. In particular, this is Moon in Aquarius. And the 7 of Swords energy is about someone or something that's sneaking around. Okay, so for some of you, you guys know what this relates to. For others of you, it's you doing a little bit of sleuthing to see who and what might be taking time, energy, love, and resources from you. Now, in your surroundings, you get the 9 of Coins. This is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo. Particularly, it's Venus in Virgo, so you have 2 cards of Venus coming out. Venus is now direct at the time that I'm doing this reading, but what's interesting is Venus has to do with love and it has to do with money. So for Sag, some of you guys might have relationships. Most relationships, love relationships, also involve money, but something that's very interlinked with those 2 things. Now, remember, if you're having issues with, flow, whether that's abundance or love, that they're both closely linked. So really doing this healing, doing the healing work and the clearing, that's gonna release a lot and dissolve a lot of blocks in the form of money and love. All right, so I love that. There's the 9 of Coins is an element of, it's about independence, right? And this Mars energy is pushing us to be more independent, to find our independence. This Mars energy this is the card of being alone but not lonely. So doing what you need to do. But this card is also all about being self-made. So for some of you, this is about your business or your side hustle, and you going for it, you pushing for it and being really happy and really focused. Now, what's blocking you? We have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups can be a love offering. It could be a child. It could be somebody who's not in tuned with their emotions. This page is just sort of starting out on a journey, so they don't have a lot of emotional experience. Some of you might feel like you don't have the experience or the maturity to be where you are, and that might be a little bit frightening. But Spirit's saying if that's the case, if you feel like that's you, like you're not ready for this emotionally or what have you, Spirit's saying you really are. This is for a lot of you, this is a childhood wound, okay, which I'm really picking up on. Goes back to your childhood, something that you were told or something that you learned about not being good enough or not being worthy of the success that you truly deserve. And that success can be financial abundance or it can be love, okay? So like receiving the love that you deserve. Now, the foundation of this situation, we have the Page of Wands. And this is beautiful because for me, I always get the Fool energy. This is you, but you want to, even though you have certain fears, or maybe you're not ready to take it to the next level, but you kind of feel like you're being pushed to. There's another part of you that's saying this is a beautiful moment to really sort of, take advantage of Mars and Aries and this courage and this strength and this desire, because it's going to be so awesome. It's going to be a great time of expression for you, and it's also going to be, it's about this passion. Some of you guys are branching out onto a journey of, artistic endeavors and really showing the world who you are. You might have felt like you've been kind of living this mundane existence, or you've been indoors too long, and people really need to see the new you or what you've created or what you're capable of, and that's going to bring in so many rewards. And it's also going to be part of this healing process of understanding and receiving the accolades and the praise and the job well done, because that's what you deserve. In the recent past, you have the Seven of Coins. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And this is about you putting in the hard work. Some of you guys have been really working on healing. A lot of you are learning from your experiences, the good and the bad, successes and perceived failures, and really turning them into knowledge and wisdom so that you don't make the same mistakes and that you really capitalize on things that you're good at and that you can. And what's beautiful is coming in above, you have the Ace of Cups. This is about self-love. This is about unconditional love, and this is about you doing what's best for you. Again, really supported to be independent, to just ignore the naysayers, do what you've got to do, express yourself the way that you need to, but also remembering that filling your cup is a very selfless act, because especially for those of you who support others, or if this has to do with your children, or a project or a relationship or a new beginning or what have you, if it takes too much from you, it won't give you, it won't give you the sustenance that you need to move forward. Okay. Now, your final outcome is the Knight of Wands, beautiful fire energy. This is you pushing forward. The Knight of Wands is fabulous, attractive energy. This is someone who's very physically attractive. This is somebody who's fierce, who's adventurous, who's diplomatic. This is somebody who's going after what he or she wants, unequivocally. So really nice energy here, Sag. Really great. And this is you, and I love how we see this. We see this development of the page turning into the knight, that this is your growth. This is your destiny. And as I say that, the destiny card pops out. How cool is that? Yeah, it's your growth and it's your destiny. And this is the Wheel of Fortune. This was meant to happen. And so you are divinely supported. And also you're going to start to see things, as this healing takes place, as you get out there, as you express yourself authentically, truthfully, as you align and you move forward towards whatever this is, a relationship, a job. Maybe some of you guys I really get art coming through, really important, doing something that's more artistic, more aligned with who you are. Because I feel like a lot of you have feel like you've been putting yourself in a box, or you went to study something and you realized it was more conservative, and you want to be able to express yourself and be free and that sort of thing. And this is your destiny to do that. And And once you embrace that, you're going to see that everything falls into place and your fortune changes. Your luck is going to change. We have fertility. So I don't read these cards in reverse, you guys, in case you're wondering. This is the Empress card. She's a creator. Again, there's that Venusian energy that I was picking up on these two cards. We have Venus in Aquarius and we have Venus in Virgo. Then we have Libra and Taurus coming out here. You are a master manifester. You are going to see so much like the stars align for you, Sagittarius, if you step into this power, if you take the bull by the horns and you do what's best for you. And I feel like for your creative self. Memories of love. Yeah, a lot of you guys are going to be healing childhood wounds. You might be triggered to do so. You know, we do also have Chiron going in retrograde. So that's going to be something that you want to pay attention to. What happened to you as a child? What did what have you told yourself, or what have you been told that you've come to believe that isn't true? That's a distortion, right? And that could be that you're not good enough. Again, it could be what I'm picking up on here with the Page of Cups. Like, I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve this, or, or falling into any sort of victim mentality, which just isn't true, because you're just so powerful and such a creative force alone. All right. Now, when I say alone, I don't mean not in a partnership, but you uniquely. All right. And then we get triumphant success, clarity, vision, a new direction. And look at that. We get number 3, the solar plexus, setting your boundaries. I love it, you guys. I absolutely love it. All right, I'm going to pull from the Barbie Aries Zodiac Oracle cards for you guys. I'm going to read from the book because I just think they're very poignant. So we'll see. This can be elements. This could be additional signs that come through. What does Sagittarius need to know for this Mars and Aries reading? That one. You get Aquarius. So some of you guys are dealing with an Aquarius, or you have Aquarius heavy in your chart, because that did come through there with Venus in Aquarius. That's 7 of Swords. Yeah, look at that. These cards are powerful cards. And then we get Mercury. All right, so Mercury is that magician energy. It's Virgo and it's also Gemini. We do have Mercury has just gone direct. So you guys might have felt that energy shift if you're listening to this at the beginning of when I'm publishing these. But let's go ahead and take a look and see. Card number 11 and number 15. 15 breaks down to a 6. Again, 6 is my card of Venus, of love, unconditional love. Okay, so Aquarius is a fixed sign, and the key phrase is I know. All right. It also represents a time period from January 20th to February 18th. So this is going to be a little bit after this reading, or some of you guys might want to look back to this past Aquarius season. So the communicative energy of air finds determination in the fixed stick-to-it quality. You may not have the answers, but you have a network available to you. Use it, and the answer to everything is at your fingertips. The key phrase, I know, is a little misleading. You don't necessarily know the answers, but rather you know how to find them. In this situation, ask, who has the information I need? Having big visions and loving ideas makes for great conversations, but can leave a relationship empty of human emotion and others feeling neglected. Avoid being distant, detached, and cold. Ooh, yeah, and that would be that Venus in Aquarius energy. But I do have to, you know what I just realized? The 7 of Swords is actually the moon in Aquarius. But there's a reason why there's that psychic slip, why I made that psychic slip, because Venus is very important to you guys. Right now, at the time of this reading in the Northern Hemisphere, anybody who wakes up pre-dawn hours, any of my essential workers who are out there, or what have you, if you're coming home late, you can see Venus in the sky. So pay particular attention to that as well. All right, so now we get Mercury. And Mercury is associated with the Roman god Mercury, the messenger of the gods, and the intermediary between humans and the gods. So things that you've prayed for, what you've been asked for, it has been taken up to, to where it needs to go, and your prayers will be answered. That's what I'm getting. Mercury is all about the mind, specifically intelligence and communication. The desire to share your ideas and be heard, as well as the yearning for further education, formal or informal, is also under Mercury's governance. Yeah. So some of you guys have, I feel like this Knight of Wands, this is the school of the life as, more than higher education, which it might be for some of you, but I feel like you guys have learned so much on, the ups and downs of, being on the wheel of life. And now it's time for you to really, you're turning that wisdom into knowledge. And I think that's just, I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect for you guys at this time, especially since we've had the axis shift from Cancer and Capricorn into Gemini, Sagittarius. So you guys have, you guys are doubly supported this year or in the next coming times. All right, additional messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, or any placement for this Mars in retrograde reading. And you get Kuan Yin, compassion, love. Kuan Yin was, she's also, it's really beautiful because it's all about healing. Some of you guys are on a journey where you're healing issues from your childhood or family issues. It could even be ancestral. Because Kuan Yin, she was said to have been a beautiful princess who dedicated her life to religious practice, struggling against great odds and her father's cruelty. She attained enlightenment in part by forgiving her father. So for some of you guys as well, and I'm really looking at this Emperor energy, you have some unresolved issues with your father or that masculine parent. Okay. And then like once you heal and clear that, you accept it and you detach and you move forward, this Aquarius energy, you leave it in the past, you're going to see all of these great things happening. You're going to see so much fall into place. However, Kuan Yin loves humanity so much and had so much compassion that she declined heaven and instead continues to work to this day, helping others achieve happiness and perfect love. So again, that's also taking what you've learned and turning that into wisdom and truth so that you can extend that to others. Some of you guys out there, my Saggies out there, you guys are healers. Now, I do want to just really quickly go back to the father energy. For those of you who were abused by a parent, or for those of you, who have like really, really big issues, it doesn't mean that when you forgive them that you accept them back into your life or you guys are all buddy-buddy again. Some of the lucky few, you'll be able to do that. But it doesn't mean that you're excusing them, okay, or you're condoning their behavior or mistreatment of you. But forgiving them releases that from you. It frees you up, okay, if that makes sense. So I don't want to say that like any issues with your father, it doesn't mean that you have to accept this person back into your life. It could just be divine masculine too. Somebody that you perceive as a masculine sort of authority figure. It could be a boss. But I am really picking up on with this Three of Swords. It has to do with healing a family issue with the masculine parent. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the father. If your mother was more of the masculine energy, it could be with her as well. But, really doing yourself a favor by being able to detach from this story, which may have been disempowering, recognize it, okay? Recognizing it, owning it, but then detaching and moving forward. And that's what's going to bring about this, this change, this powerful change and this powerful movement forward. All right, Saggies, I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. But most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support. And I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.